Hi, Lynn Mercurio here with a quick video to share with you the new cutting edge dies from Waltzingmouse stamps. Claire's releasing 9 new die sets that coordinate with current and new stamp sets. These dies are US made and work great with cardstock, felt, foil, fabric, then chipboard, cork, and transparencies, just to name a few. The Alpine Christmas die set, the Bright Season Lantern die set, the Little Lantern die set, and the Fine Feathers die set all coordinate with stamp sets of the same name available at Waltzingmouse Stamps. The Holly die set, the Mistletoe die set, and the Pinecone die set all coordinate with the Festive Foliage stamp set, also available at Waltzingmouse Stamps. The Jar Essential die set coordinates with the Jar Fillers Jam Pack stamp set, and the Sweetie Jar die set coordinates with Candy Jar Christmas stamp set, and the Candy Jar Christmas Filler stamp set. Now, if you're new to these types of dies, I have a few tips to share with you about how to use them to get the best results. And when you first receive them, they will be packaged like this. And the first thing you're going to want to do is remove them from their packaging and break them apart for individual use. They are connected with these little metal shims. And you'll find that if you just spin them back and forth, that will weaken the metal enough so that they just pop right off. There's the jar lid. And this set is the Jar Essentials die set. And here I'm removing the label from that stamp set. Along the bottom is the die for the cute little fabric image. And you'll notice that some of these dies come nestled within other dies, and these will be removed just slightly differently. You want to use either wire cutters, or here I'm using some button shank removers to snip those metal connectors so that I don't accidentally bend the die in trying to get it out. So the wire cutters just make it a little easier. You'll also notice that as you snip these from each other, that they leave sharp little edges. Those can be easily trimmed before you go to use them. And we're mostly used to using open dies, and those are very easy to use, and that it's easy to see your stamped image once you place the die on top of it. It's easy to surround the die perfectly because you can see the image within the inside. However, a lot of steel rule dies are what they call closed dies, which means that you can't see the image through the die. But because of that, these dies come with, on either side of the die, 2 guide holes that will help you get perfect alignment around your stamped image. And the way to do that is to just create a template that you can use to help you align those over your stamped image. Now here I've got my stamped image, and I'm wondering, how am I going to ever align my die over that I can see that it's positioned correctly? Because once you put the die on top, you can't see the image anymore. But that's where these guide holes come into play. I created a template just out of scrap cardstock that I had lying around. I die cut the jar lid. And as I did, you can see here it also cut the 2 guide holes. Now I'm going to use this cardstock as my template, and I just place that over the image that I have stamped. Get it just where I want it with the right amount of surround on either side. And using a pen or a pencil, just mark those 2 guide holes. Then you'll just remove your template, grab your die, position it over your stamped image, aligning those guide holes, and then secure it with either some washi tape or some other low tack alternative that you might have around the house before you run that through your die cutting machine. And then once you have die cut that, you'll find that the image is perfectly die cut with just the right amount of surround. Thanks for watching.